what I'm sharing is not something for elite. I'm sharing a journey, and especially for the experience, it's an experience. People need to come with the idea of like, I'm going to learn a lot, I can ask a lot, and we can go deep with things. We can literally go deep. Rather with trekking, sparring, expressing, but also when people say, oh, I want to train with you, say, you cannot train with me because I make a clear difference between training and practice. That's something I can explain. I explain through the experience, and then people will understand, because for me, as I say, training involves a lot of sacrifice and a lot of planning and a goal. With practice, it doesn't mean you're not progressing, but it's completely different. It's holistic, it's nice, the flow, the curve is nicer and everything. So I make a clear difference. So when some people say to me, I want to train, and I see what they do, say, in my eyes, like, you're not training. You think you're training, but that's not what training is about. Training is like is very tiring. Is like, oh my God, I don't want to do it. You know, it's like it puts you in a different mindset than just practice. Practice is fun. You know, it's cool. Okay, yeah. And you can train for one move. Okay, I master this move, I train. But when I talk about the training with a big T, the training for the big purpose, championship, anything, even in your life, I train to be successful in my life. Hold on. Now we're talking about something different. Okay, and that involves a lot of preparation, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of dedication, so many things. That's what I'm going to talk when I do the experience. I need people to understand what it is training. I have no problem with people using the word. It's okay. But once they finish talking with me, they will understand, okay, that's what he means by training. Like the training for success, okay? And that's what I want to talk. I want to talk about the coaching aspect. We don't talk a lot about coaching. Some people are not coach, but they may be parents. So when you're parents, you're kind of a coach, okay? And you have to coach your kids. So that's kind of element. And it's not only me position myself as a master and deliver knowledge. It's interacting. That's why the experience is good. It's like, you've got knowledge, I've got knowledge. Let's put it in a table and let's see how we can grow. So I do maturity level. I've got my grade system, and I've got the seasonality. Seasonality, I follow the season. So I will explain that later. Grade system, because I believe, for example, if I go bouldering, okay, even I can climb, I can do whatever I want. I can be as free as I want. There is still on the wall, I can see which level, who is which level, okay? And I can see what is difficult for me and where I position myself within the rainbow of skills, you know what I mean, okay? And that's pretty clear. In parkour, there is no such a thing. And that's annoying me a lot. Because I completely aware of the idea of, like, it would be so bad if we have belts and stuff like that. It's like, what is that? Like, where is the freedom? However, at a very pragmatic level, I want to know where I am at any time. Like Bruce Lee say, I need to find the cause of my ignorance. And that's why I've got a great system. It's not in place. It's very hard to find it. But for me, I will explain when I do the experience. For me, I think it's necessary. Then I can be free. I can choose go rainbow. I do whatever I want. But I can choose also to say, that's where I am. And if I want to progress, I can do this and this and this. That's why I've got great system. And the problem also with great system, if you have only great system, that's where, like in martial art, you have respect for the elderly. You have respect for the knowledge of the journey of you've been through. And that's why I've got a maturity level. So you can always see, oh, even I'm better than you. Okay, let's say I'm younger than you, but I'm better than you. I can do, I don't know, triple kong over like the biggest building in the world. And this jump, I can do it only once, otherwise I die. Whatever, like you can bring the technicality or 360, whatever. Even I'm better than you technically, you still have something you can share with me in the journey of life journey. And that's something I cannot be cocky above you because of that, just because I'm technically better than you. I need to respect the journey you've been through. And that's something I have in my stuff. That's what I call the maturity level.
Okay.
And that's it. And I will explain also, like I said, age of roots, age of fire, age of water, age of air. So all this stuff is something I put in place. But it's concept, also very important. For me, my master is Bruce Lee, so everything is kind of direct alignment. So it's a concept, okay? I work a lot on this, but it's open to suggestion and comment because it has to shape by itself like this. It's not like just boom, I'm the master, listen to me, this is it. No, It's like I'm student all my life, so that's what we're gonna do through the experience to explain that. So seasonality, follow the season, okay. And also, for example, last time I follow the season. I'm in Europe, so we've got one place where you got only 2 seasons. You know, you got like you know what I mean. You got in French we call la mousson. You know, like I don't know how you call it. I think you've got also.
Well, here in Singapore, there's only 1 season. It's the same pretty much the whole year round.
No, but normally you got 2. You got like one is like pretty dry, and one is pretty.
Oh, we got a time where it's a little bit wetter than normal, yeah.
Yeah. But even now, because the world is changing, of course now you've got only 1. But normally you've got the 4 season. If we got the 4 season, and someone say to me like, "Oh, you've got 4 seasons, but how about those countries where you've got 2? Like ultimately you got one is pretty dry and one is out." So you see, it just came to my head. So I have to go back to my whiteboard and think about, oh yeah, so how does it work? Ultimately, it's linked with the universe and the idea of your body. You cannot jump from January to December on concrete like all the time, the same intensity. It's unrealistic. It's not unnatural. The body doesn't work like that. So you need, as a human being, you need to figure out how this machine, the human body, is working, and how do I adapt my practice with that. And that's the pioneer things I decided to do. And I know in the parkour world, nobody does this because they follow what's been done.
So it sounds like there's a lot, there's so much philosophy and thought behind the whole practice of parkour or free running.
As I say, for a long time, I started with free running, but people start to create free running like, oh, it's just flip and tricks mixed with parkour. But I say, okay, it doesn't matter the name. But now when people get with me, they can understand, that's his journey, that's what he's doing. And that's the continuity. That was my plan when I stopped using the word parkour, is to create my own, like Bruce Lee. He did Jeet Kune Do, he take a bit of this and a bit of that. He did like fencing, he did a bit of cha-cha, and all this stuff mixed, that's just who he is. Because of his size, because of his stuff, it's very fast. And he did Wing Chun, and all this stuff mixed together, did what he did. And that's make him unique. So for me, with the same alignment, whoever know Bruce Lee, not just from the movie, know his journey, they will understand what I tried to do. I'm not saying I'm Bruce Lee. I'm saying like in terms of the concept and the genius in terms of ideas. It's like, oh my God, that's what I wanted to do. To find the cause of my ignorance, take what is useful, reject what is useless, and try to build for my own. Like you say, one individual is more important than any established style and system. That's if people understand that, they will understand me. They say, okay, that's what he's doing.
Wow.
And through the experience, that's what I try to share to people.
That's awesome. I think just hearing you speak just for the last few minutes, I think that's a really good indication of, if we get to spend a full 3 hours or 6 hours or maybe 9 hours with you, it's going to be quite a mind-blowing